can specify the trigger timing as to whether to run the trigger action before or after the triggering statement. Okay. Before trigger, execute the trigger body before the triggering DML event on a table. Means before inserting, updating or deleting a information on a table, then suppose it will check the information. Then after trigger, execute the trigger body after the triggering DML event on a table. Okay, it is execute the trigger body after triggering the DML event of a table. Next is your instead of trigger. It execute the trigger body instead of triggering statement. Okay, before means before inserting a record, it is validating you. After trigger means after validating you, or after what inserting a data, then it is showing you the information. Instead of that, already I have discussed. It is basically it is used in a view. When you want to update a view and it is affected more than one table, in that sector, instead of trigger is used. Okay. Then trigger timing. The before trigger timing is frequently used in the following situation. When it is before trigger is working, to determine whether the trigger statement should be allowed to complete. This eliminates the unnecessary processing and enable to a rollback cases where an exception is raised. To derive a column value before completing insert and update statement. To initialize global variable or flag and to validate the complex business rule. First of all, the before trigger timing is frequently used in the following situations. Okay, so when your triggering situation is happened, to determine whether the trigger statement should be allowed to complete, to derive the column value before completing insert and update statement. So before insert and update statement, then you derive a column. To initialize a global variable or flag. For initializing the global variable and flag, we are using trigger time. The after trigger are frequently used in the following situation. When it is used, to complete the triggering statement before the execution of the triggering action, to perform the different action on the same triggering statement if a before trigger is already present. Okay. तो दिस आफ्टर ट्रिगर ये कहां पर एग्जीक्यूट होगा? जब आपका ट्रांजैक्शन कंप्लीट हो जाएगा, इंसर्ट अपडेट डिलीट हो जाएगा, उसके बाद जो ऑपरेशन आपको करना है, तो दैट इज वी आर यूजिंग आफ्टर ट्रिगर. Instead of trigger, when it is working, so basically instead of trigger, it provided transparent way of modifying the view and cannot modify directly through the SQL DML statement. So if you want to modify a view, the view is what? It is a subset of your information. Means you derive the data from more than one table. So when you derive the data from more than one table, then it is present in a view. So that view information you can change by using of instead of trigger. As because by directly SQL DML statement, you cannot change it. So there, in these cases, we are using instead of trigger. If it is practical, replace the set of individual trigger with a different timing point within a single compound trigger that explicitly code. Is that clear? This point. There is a two type of trigger we are using. One is statement level, another is row level. Statement level trigger is the default when creating a trigger. When you are creating a trigger, it is a default trigger. Now comes to the row level trigger. It is used the for each row clause when you are creating a trigger. For each row clause is used. It fire once for the triggering event. It fire once for each row. Every row के लिए एक बार execute होगा. It fire once even no row are affected. If no row affected, then it fire once. It doesn't fire if the triggering event doesn't affect any row. Okay. Any doubt in this part? Then elaborately I'm saying that what is the statement level trigger. A statement trigger is fired once on behalf of a triggering event. On behalf of a triggering event, a statement level trigger is fired if no row are affected at all. Statement trigger are useful when it is useful. If the trigger action doesn't depend on the data from the row that are affected or on the data provided by the triggering event itself. Okay, so when it is working, a statement trigger is fired once. It is fired only once on the behalf of triggering event, even if no row are affected at all. Statement trigger are useful if the triggering action doesn't depend on the data from row that are affected on the data provided by the triggering itself. For example, a trigger that perform a complex security check on the current user. A row trigger fire each time the table is affected by the triggering event. Every row के लिए आपका triggering event execute होगा. If the triggering event affect no row, a row trigger is not execute. Row trigger are useful if the trigger action depends upon the data of the row that are affected on the data provided by the triggering event itself. It is basically row level trigger is execute on the basis of every row. Statement level trigger is execute only once. So पूरा statement के लिए एक ही बार होगा. The statement is by default statement row level that you have to explicitly define. तो आपको explicitly इसको define करना पड़ेगा. So when the trigger is fired, the use of following firing sequence for a triggering on a table, like when inserting a record, insert into departments, department ID, department name, and location ID. Okay. So we are inserting a record into the department table, department ID, department name and location ID. देखो जब हम नया रिकॉर्ड इंसर्ट करेंगे इस टेबल पर, सपोज मेरा टेबल में 4 रिकॉर्ड है. Okay, so I have 4 record. So after inserting a record, then it becomes what? High. So high means what? After my DML statement. So after my DML statement, it becomes 5. Before my DML statement, it is 3. No, sorry, 4. तो ट्रिगरिंग जब भी कोई DML स्टेटमेंट एग्जीक्यूट होता है, तो इट इज हैविंग द two type of what states. One is before, another is after. तो before में क्या होगा और after में क्या होगा यहाँ पर डिफाइन होगा. Insert into department, department ID, department name, location ID, then by storing the values. This part is clear. See that before the statement here it is having a 3 record. After the new record added, so after trigger statement is fired. That is showing you the 4 record. Any doubt in this part? Then similar way, when you update a record, update employee set salary equals to salary into 1.1. Okay, so salary equals to salary into 1.1. So where update the record? So before update, the statement is what? Before the row is triggered. This is a statement. After the row is triggered, this is a statement. It is a before and after that we are using. Any doubt? It is just like your same. In the insert it is also same. In the update it is also same. So important part is what? Here I have to show one example of trigger. Let me check. Muskan, you have laptop? Oh, which part I want to explain? Update statement, na? Just a minute. Hmm. Update statement is what? Update statement, before update, you are having a old record. After update, you are having a new record. So it's saying that before the row trigger, so your update employee set salary equals to salary into 1.1, where employee ID equals to 30. Okay, so employee ID, these are the department ID, it is displayed to you. Okay, now I want to update the record. So before the statement trigger, before the row trigger, and after the row trigger. After the row trigger, your new record is there. So you are getting a two type of record. One is before trigger, your old record. After trigger, new record is present. So when you are working with trigger, there is a two magic table is created. One is old, another is new. Old means the older record before executing a trigger, and new means after executing a trigger, the new record it is displayed. This is the two type of trigger. Means when you are apply the trigger, the two magic table is created. One is new, another is old. Okay. So this is a trigger. Create or replace trigger ABC before insert or update or delete on employee table. Begin if two underscore cat system date. If your system date is Sunday, then it is raise an error. Suppose, now it is Sunday. Now I want to insert another record. Let me check here it is working or not. ସ୍ଲୋ ହଉଛି। Hmm? I'll send this program. Okay. In next class, I will show that it is very slow today. Okay. I'll show you in the next class this practical. Okay. In Monday, I have sent the coding, but it is not showing you the desired output. Okay. এটা ମୁଁ ଆଉଥରେ ଦେଖେଇଦେବି ଆମର ମଣ୍ଡେ ଦିନ ଆଉଥରେ ଦେଖେଇଦେବି ହେଲା। चलो गुड नाइट।